Okay, so here we've got another statement, okay, involving fractions. So we've got these sort of partial fractions here, and it's saying that it's identical to a single fraction here, and we've got to prove that. The way to do that, of course, is to look at the left-hand side here and see if we can put these fractions together to create that right-hand fraction, okay? Can we combine these? Now, remember, when it comes to combining fractions, adding or subtracting, we have to have a common denominator, yeah? Okay. In other words, we can't add them or take away when the bottom number here is different. Okay, so we've got to think, what is this common denominator going to be? Okay, so we need sort of like a common multiple for each of the 5, 3 and 4. And often with these questions there's a clue in the answers. Now you can see 60 here. It's not always the case, but in this case 60 would work, wouldn't it? Because 5 goes into 60, 3 goes into 60, 4 goes into 60. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change each of these fractions so that they're out of 60. So let's change the first one. So we get 60 here on the bottom. Now, you just got to ask yourself, okay, if I'm changing this fraction, I'm scaling it. Okay, I'm going to make it bigger, aren't I? 5 goes to 12. Sorry, 5 goes to 60. What am I doing to 5 to get to 60? Well, I'm obviously, as I mentioned a moment ago, timesing it by 12, yeah? Okay, because 5 goes into 60 12 times. So I'm timesing the bottom by 12, okay? Then I got to times the top by 12 as well. Okay, because whatever you do to the bottom, you've got to do to the top as well. So I get 36 on the top, yeah, 36x, and times that by 12. Adding then the second fraction, well, the second fraction is 3 on the bottom. Now if I change that to 60, well, 3 goes into 60, doesn't it? The question is how many times? Well, it goes into it 20 times, isn't it? So I'm timesing it by 20, which means I've got to times the top by 20 as well. Sometimes the bottom by 20, do the same to the top. Times the top by 20, well, 2x times 20 is 40x, and then 1 times 20 is 20. Finally then, the bracket here at the end, so the fraction here at the end, 4 to get to 60, well, I've got to times 4 goes into 60 15 times, isn't it? So I'm going to times the top by 15, so I get 45x minus 15. Okay, so what we can do then is we can put it together as one fraction, okay, all over 60. Because now we have a common denominator, we can put the terms on the top together. So we've got 36x plus 40x plus 20. Now please be mindful and careful here, because we've got to take away this fraction. So that minus applies to every term on that fraction. So minus 45x. Okay, but then careful here, because you've got minus, and that's already a minus, isn't it? So you take it away a minus, well, two minuses make a plus. So it's plus 15. So we get over 60, 36x plus 40x is 76x, take away 45x is 31x, 20 plus 15 is 35, all over 60, which of course you can see then is identical to the right hand side. So we've proven that statement.